Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dino's Kitchen. Today's recipe, it really brings me back when I was a kid with my mom on a Sunday morning making fresh pasta. I love make fresh pasta, it's one of the most relaxing thing ever. If you wanna see how I made those beautiful shapes of fresh pasta, come with me, facciamo. Okay, first thing, we need to weigh our ingredients. For each 100 gram of flour, you need 1 whole egg. So in this case, we're gonna need 300 gram of flour. I'm using 00 flour, perfect for pasta. And then with a sieve, we're gonna create a nice, lovely circle, okay? Perfect. It's time to crack our eggs straight into the flour. Just like that. Bam. And again. Bam. Slowly we're gonna mix our eggs together, okay? The reason why we are doing this is because slowly, I don't know if you can see, we are grabbing some flour from the edges already. And slowly we are creating a denser consistency to our eggs. There we go. Once we reach pretty much this consistency, all our eggs are completely beaten up. Grab our best friend for this recipe, a scraper. Slowly mix the flour with the egg. In that way, our hands are still clean. Very important. We're gonna start to have some fun kneading the dough. It is already start to come up together. Now we can get rid of our scraper and let's put some work into it, okay? You can use also a food processor if you want. It makes the job faster, but you know what, things like that, you really need to feel the dough under your hands. There is nothing like it, honestly. You wanna knead that for roughly about 10 to 12 minutes. The best way to knead the dough is pull far away from you, and then with the palm of your hands you push it back in, stretch it, and keep doing the same process over and over again. In that way we are creating gluten into the dough, and that will help us to have a nice moldable pasta. Right, after roughly 10 minutes, that is the consistency of the dough. Nice and smooth. The dough is very, very tense because we obviously stress the dough during the kneading process. What we do now, wrapping cling film, need to rest the dough in the fridge for roughly 20 to 30 minutes. Now look how soft it is. Relaxing the gluten inside allows you to have a very elastic and moldable dough. I'm gonna do some fettuccine. To do that, we're gonna grab a little bit of dough. We're gonna already turn that into a mini rectangle. We're gonna flat first with our hands. As you can see so far, I didn't put any flour yet. Okay. I'm gonna sprinkle some flour over, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use an electric pasta machine. If you have got the manual one, that will work. You can also do by hands. As you can see here, we started with the lowest setting that you can have on the machine, which is number 1. That means inside the roller are quite far away from each other. If I go on number 2 or number 3, the roller get closer and closer until we reach number 8. We start with number 1. For the first couple of time, we want to work with a very little amount of flour. Folds that in, folds that in, and folds die again. This step is just for the first couple of times that you stretch the pasta. Some more flour, and at this point we change the setting to number 2. My rule is from number 1 and number 2 you go up by 1. After that you go up by 2 every time. It just makes the job easier. We go on number 4. From number 4 we go from number 6. The dough is getting very thin at this stage, and that is what you want. You don't want thick dough, because when you cook it will expand in the water and it will create a very chew consistency. We're gonna go on number 8. There we go. Fold the dough in half, trim the pasta a little bit. We're gonna cut that again. Overlap them. We're gonna sprinkle some more flour over, some more flour on the surface. That will basically be the length of the pasta. We're gonna fold very gently without pushing. Sprinkle some more flour over it, a bit less than a centimeter wide. And there we go, we have got an amazing portion of fresh fettuccine. Sprinkle some flour, but not too much, just so they don't stick together. Hai capito, no? A volo. Pasta shape number 2, pappardelle. The same process, a little bit of pasta dough. The only difference with pappardelle pasta, before we went to number 8. But because the pappardelle need to be a little bit thicker, we're gonna stop on number 7 this time. I know it's just a millimeter less, but that millimeter will make a massive difference when expands the pasta in the water. There we go. Roll in the same way like the fettuccine, almost 2 centimeters thick. Pasta shape number 3, orecchiette pasta. So for this one we are creating a sausage, very thin, long sausage. We need to make sure it's pretty much the same. We need to make sure it's pretty much che la cessica la cacchi mamma, no, mamma da fare una mala è stato un po' mentre c'è un coccodrillo. We need to make sure it's pretty much the same thickness all over. With a serrated knife, just a kitchen one, cut the pasta, then squeeze, hold with the other thumb, stretch the pasta not too much. And then once it's like that, a little bit stretched, we're gonna place our thumb into it and we're gonna help ourselves with our hands like that. We have got beautiful handmade orecchiette pasta. Pasta shape number 4, penne pasta. For this one, we're gonna need the machine. So same process as before. Go first like that. And then like that. We need a chopstick, dip into the flour. So we're gonna place that in the middle. We're gonna grab the 2 edges pinch the two edges together, and then we're gonna push that on the chopstick, and there we go. We have just made some cute and lovely penne pasta. With the same setup of pasta, I'm gonna show you another shape which is called farfalle. Zigzag cutter just on the edges. We're gonna slightly stretch a little bit to create more of a rectangle shape, and then with the cutter zigzag the ends, pinch the middle, and then pinch again like that. Don't squeeze too much. And there we go. We made some beautiful farfalle pasta. Buchina! I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next recipe.